So the big international news that's coming in, Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty to the criminal charges stemming from the hush money paid to a pornography star allegedly before the 2016 presidential election at a historic court hearing in New York. He has cried foul. He said he's not guilty in the hush money case, and he's even said and added that it's a fake case brought up before elections against him. Donald Trump in the NYC has asserted that our country is going to hell. This is the world laughing at us. These are the bad times in the history of the United States. He's also added and claimed this can lead us into a nuclear war.
President, I have the right to declassify documents, and the process is automatic. If I take them with me, it's automatic, declassified. Biden was vice president. He had absolutely no right to declassify as vice president. He doesn't come under the non-criminal Presidential Records Act. He comes under the very criminal Federal Records Act, unfortunately for him, but it's not going to matter because they don't follow the law, which has very severe penalties. He had classified documents that he took while he was a senator, which is absolutely inexcusable. And other senators, including Democrats, are outraged. But he's not being harassed and hounded like the people who work for me are. In fact, they seem to have forgotten about his documents entirely. So many, thousands and thousands. It's okay with him. This lunatic special prosecutor named Jack Smith, I wonder what it was prior to a change, who others of his ilk say he's even worse than they are, is only looking at Trump, yet Joe Biden took massive amounts more documents, even removed many boxes to Chinatown. You believe that? He's got $10 million from China. Where did that come from? I guess they were banking on Hunter's expertise, and had others stored in unsecured offices in Pennsylvania and strewn all over his garage floor where his now very famous Corvette is also stored. All over the floor, including classified documents. But that's okay. Perhaps most importantly, he has 1,850 boxes in Delaware, which he is refusing to give up. But isn't that real obstruction? That's obstruction. Apparently, they're not looking at me through the view of the non-criminal Presidential Records Act. They came up with a new one. This is a new one. And they're looking at me through the Espionage Act. Think of that. How does that sound? Of 1917, where the penalty is death. Even though that has absolutely nothing to do with openly taking boxes of documents and mostly clothing and other things to my home, which President Obama has done, the Bushes have done, Jimmy Carter has done, Ronald Reagan has done. Everybody's done. In fact, Hillary Clinton got rid of 33,000 emails, and that was okay. But nobody's done it like Joe Biden.
Let's go across now live to New York this morning. Hiral Sachdev, senior journalist, joining me for the latest. Hiral, take us through a quick timeline of what exactly unfolded, what exactly happened. Many were expecting dramatic, likely arrests, mugshots, all of that. Of course, that's not happening. Do tell us what New York City is looking like.
Well, New York City seems to be definitely calmer at this moment because they actually have moved to Florida, as you see. That remark came out of Mar-a-Lago, and people were expecting some fireworks in terms of what exactly went down in that courtroom, what he did. I mean, we all know that he pleaded not guilty, but we thought that these remarks would be more about what he has to say about this case. But this is clear. He's gone after the DA, and he's again made it like a campaign speech instead of talking more about the case. Well, clearly two reasons there that I believe the judge has, which is reported in the media here, is that the judge has very clearly said that he'll be watching out for how both the parties are behaving, and if they ratchet up too much of vociferously, it could lead to a gag order. Another thing that Donald Trump says in an ongoing case, can be admissible as evidence in the court of law. So naturally, he's kept that out, but at the same time, he's gone after every possible person and bringing up all the conspiracy theories and more that he's been talking about all this while, and which could also mean that this is what we are going to see as a part of his campaign agenda, his manifesto for the 2024 elections.
Can we say that, going by what you're saying, that he's going to turn this into his advantage and his sympathy factor ahead of the 2024 presidential elections for Trump?
Well, clearly, if we go by what he's been saying in his remarks that he made at Mar-a-Lago today, he clearly is raking up the same things over and over again, and now he has something new added to it. So the whole thing about how he's being persecuted, how the whole case is politically motivated, how it is fake and it should be dropped immediately, he is going to play that up to his advantage to further his presidential bid.